Everyone calls this stubborn. The donkey just stops and refuses to move. But what if I told you it's not stubbornness at all? What if it's actually a sign of genius-level thinking? The donkey is probably one of the most misunderstood animals on the planet. We have this idea that they're stubborn, slow, and maybe not the sharpest tool in the shed, but that reputation is completely unfair. I'm going to bust that myth wide open by showing you the secret behind their incredible memory, why they're surprisingly tough bodyguards, and the real reason they stop in their tracks. First, let's get one thing straight. A donkey is not just a horse with big ears. They are a totally different species, descended from the African wild ass. And this is the most important fact to know, because it explains everything about them. They are desert animals, built to survive in tough, rocky, mountainous terrain. This brings us to the stubborn myth. Let's bust it right now. Horses evolved in wide open grasslands. When a horse gets scared, its instinct is to bolt first and ask questions later. It's a pure flight response. But a donkey's ancestors lived in the mountains. Running blindly when you're scared could mean running right off a cliff. So the donkey developed a different survival strategy. When a donkey encounters something it thinks is dangerous, its instinct is to freeze, plant its feet, and assess the situation. Its brain is rapidly analyzing the threat, figuring out all the escape routes, and deciding on the absolute safest option. What we call stubbornness is actually high-level risk assessment. It's a sign of intelligence, not a lack of it. On top of that, their brains are built for memory. A donkey's memory is legendary. They can remember a specific place they've been, or another donkey they were friends with for up to 25 years, even after being separated. This was a critical survival tool in the desert, allowing them to remember the long, complicated paths to a water source they might have only visited once before. Okay, so they're smart and cautious, not stubborn, but they always seem so gentle and calm. How could an animal like that possibly be a tough guy? Well, this is where it gets really surprising. Many farmers, especially in the US, use donkeys as guard animals for their sheep, goats, and calves. It turns out donkeys have a built-in natural hatred for canines. They can't stand coyotes, stray dogs, or foxes. And they are not afraid to do something about it. If a coyote sneaks into a pasture to attack a lamb, a guard donkey will go into full-on defense mode. It will let out a deafening bray, charge straight at the coyote, and try to chase it down. And if it catches it, the donkey will bite and try to stomp the predator with its powerful front hooves. They are so effective that one donkey can often protect a whole herd of sheep. This fierce, protective nature comes from their deeply social lives. Donkeys form incredibly strong friendships, often with one specific best friend. These bonds can last their entire lives, and they can become visibly stressed and sad if they are separated from their bonded companion. This loyalty is why they become such good guardians. They adopt the herd of sheep or goats as their own family and will defend it fiercely. And that brings us to their most famous feature, that unique sound they make. The bray. It's not just a random, funny noise. It's a highly advanced, long-distance communication system, perfectly designed for the desert. That classic hee-haw sound is actually two parts. The hee is a loud inhale, and the haw is a deep, powerful exhale. A donkey's bray is so loud it can travel for over a mile. This allowed them to stay in contact with their friends and herd mates over the vast, wide open spaces of their original home. So the next time you see a donkey, remember what you're really looking at. It's not a stubborn animal, it's a highly intelligent creature whose stubbornness is actually a quick calculation for survival. It's an animal with a memory that can span decades, that forms deep, lifelong friendships, and that is so fiercely protective of its family that it can fight off a pack of coyotes. If you want to learn the truth about more misunderstood animals, make sure you subscribe.